What's up everyone? Today we're going to be installing a one-finger clutch on my 2020 Honda Grom. I wanted to clarify a few things that this is just a temporary clutch. This is the cheap one off Amazon. I think I got this for less than $30. I am going to be going to an RSC, and I've also heard good things about the brand One Finger, but this one's just to get us by until we can get one of those. So, all right, so what you're going to want to do first, go ahead and loosen up your clutch cable. Go ahead and back that out. Now you're going to want to actually pop the perch off. While you're doing this, you can go ahead and disconnect these two safety wires as well. Alright, so I had to bust out the ratchet to actually get these off. I don't know who put these things on, but so go ahead and take the perch off. Come around back to the side. I always like to keep all my stuff together, so I'm gonna just put these right back in here. All right, and what you're gonna wanna do is line your adjuster. There's little slits in your adjustment. You wanna line your adjuster just so that can come out. Just like that. So all you're left with is the clutch cable. All right, so this next part with this new clutch, I don't think that it's necessary. You could probably get away with using this adjuster screw, but I think this one looks tacky, so I'm going to take this off and put the OEM one on if it allows it. And that's what we're left with. I'm going to try that, and if that doesn't work, then we'll switch back to what came on it. This is also probably not completely necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to pop this out, and I'm going to lock tight that nut on there. So keep in mind, if you do that like I did, to not over tighten this, because this will get too tight, and you want that to be free playing like that. And the Allen heads that hold this together are 0.4, so 4 mm. I'm gonna back them all the way out. So the next step you're gonna want to do is feed it into the actual clutch. I'm gonna use, I don't know if you can see these, probably not, but I'm going to use the second hole. So there's 3 holes on here. One, let me see. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use the middle hole. Okay, so we ran into a roadblock. When I try to put this on here, I decided to go with the bottom hole. When you put this on here, you try to crank it on, it's too tight to actually go past the clutch, what you call it. So if you run into that issue, don't panic. What you're gonna wanna do is come over to the side of the bike. You're gonna come over here, and right here, you're actually gonna wanna bring this that way. So you'll loosen this nut and tighten this nut. That will give you a little more slack on your cable. I'll go ahead and knock that out. Alright, so we got that stretched on there. Finally, that was way harder than it should have been. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over here and get that put on. Mock it up about where I want it to be. It's gonna come with 2 different bolt sizes. You're gonna put the long on top, short on bottom. Loctite. Blue, always use blue when you're doing stuff like that. Sorry, my camera quit working for some reason, but I just cranked that one down with some Loctite. Got it nice and tight. So now I'm gonna pull the bottom out and hit this one with some Loctite as well. Those wires that you pulled, see, I went ahead and did this off camera. I wish I would have recorded it, but it's the 2 wires that you pulled out of the clutch perch. You take a fuse, I used a 30, and you just jump those 2 wires. Let me set this down and see if I can't show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I decided I was gonna remove that boot anyway, so I just took that off. But what you're looking at is you're just gonna connect those 2 wires together. That's to keep it OEM, keep it factory. So you can chase that wire all the way back through the harness and snip it back here and solder them together. I didn't want to do that just in case, you know, future down the line I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to fully stunt this bike. And I'm going to take some electrical tape and wrap it around. And I think I'm going to pull it back up against the harness and just electrical tape it to the harness. That's the route I'm gonna go. So do what you want on that. Okay, so the last thing you're gonna wanna do is come in here and mess with your adjustment knob and get your free play set how you want it. Try to get it to focus here. This right here is a little loose. What I'm gonna do is come down to the side and tighten it up like I did earlier, and then come back here and adjust it. But if you want to keep this little rubber piece, that's up to you. Mine's all shredded from a loop, but it does protect it still from the adjuster, so I'm gonna leave it on there. If you guys liked the video today, go ahead and show me by hitting that like button. Subscribe to see more content like this, and I'll see y'all next time.